And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the San Francisco Giants going up against the New York Mets. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And we got a rubber match on our hands today, partner.
Yeah, the final game of a three-game set. They've split the first two, and regardless of how...
Ready to go. Thairo Estrada to the plate. The pitch. Outside. And we are underway. In the air to left, down the line. Nimmo has it sized up. Squeezes it. And there's one down. Now Matt Chapman at the plate.
Batting second, the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Chapman, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, 30 years old now. He joined the team as a free agent. Right side, Soto going after it. Out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Wilmer Flores now at the plate. A 5-hit ball game yesterday, so we'll see how he backs it up here. Outside low, and it's 1-0.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there.
And a big swing and a miss.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
That's a strike, and the count is 1-2.
2 strikes.
Just missed.
It's a good take.
2 down, nobody on. And another ball. In the air, out towards left center. And that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Starling Marte up to hit. The lefty fires. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Makes the grab, 1 down. Jeff McNeil stands in.
Batting second, the second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
And that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And now it's Juan Soto. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. On the ground, could be 2. Estrada over to Luciano. Turns it over to first, safe.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Here's Pete Alonso. 3 for 9 of the series coming in. He swings and fouls one off. Two outs. On the ground, right side. Sends it to Flores. And that takes care of Alonso. Back here at Citi Field. And here's the veteran outfielder, Jorge Soler. Goes the corner. That's strike 1. Ball 1 there. And the pitch. And another ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And there's a ball. To third, Berger. Sends it to first. And quickly 1 away in the second. So here's Wade now. Just missed. just missed.
2-1.
Ground ball right side. Throws to first. 2 up, 2 down.
That is it.
Mike Yastrzemski up here.
Mike Yastrzemski.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball 1, no strike.
Oh, that fastball drilled him.
Oh, he's only an out away from getting through the inning, but he just lost control for a brief moment there. It's not the end of the world, but don't let one mistake turn into another. Get your focus back right here.
Michael Conforto, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Nimmo makes the catch, and that'll do it. So the Giants leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in Queens, bottom of the inning. Here's a big power threat. Jake Berger.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
On the ground. In plenty of time to first, and a quick out number 1. And now it's Frankie Lindor. Went deep in the ball game last night. That one fouled off. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Sizes this one up. And it's caught for the out.
Well, off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Brandon Nimmo now in the box.
0-1.
Comes up empty with a swing there. Two out, space is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Mets. And we're back. And now it's going to be Blake Sable.
Nope,
and takes low for ball 1.
Count 1-0.
And that's too high.
No strike.
Right through there for a strike. Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking. Foul ball. And the 2-2. And another ball. Line drive. And foul ball. 3-2 on the way. In the air, left field, down the line. Nimmo drifts towards it, and that is a foul ball. Payoff pitch. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Whips it to first. That was a strong at bat, even though he couldn't find a way on base. Now Marco Luciano. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. The shortstop takes the ball. Check the swing of the 1-0 and appeal to first. No swing, says Freddie Ferguson. Top of the 3rd, no score. That one misses, and now 3-0. And there's the automatic. 1 down, base is empty. Line drive, base hit. So the batting order turns over. Runner on the go. That one out to right. Soto gets under it. Hauls it in for the out. And here is Matt Chapman. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Luciano, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next offering is in for a strike. Stays alive. Kicks and fires. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
In the air to left center. And it falls. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. And now it's Wilmer Flores. Up the middle, McNeil. Tosses to first. That ends the frame. Giants leave a couple, and we are still scoreless. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. Ray back to work. Popped up. Luciano under this one. Puts it away for the out.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Swung on, popped up on the infield. Estrada makes the grab. And there's 2 away. Back to the top of the Mets order. Here's Starling Marte. And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. This one high in the air to left center. Sizing this one up. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. All set for the start of the inning. Jorge Soler up at the plate. The right-hander back to work. Hard hit left side. Toss to Alonso. And one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Wade batting with 1 down. Takes a strike. Pop up here, third base side. Lindor has a beat on it. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. Fastball, and he gets out of the way. Yastrzemski measures 5 feet 10 inches, 180 pounds, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. That clips the corner. And that one wrapped foul. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And he chases that one. Giants go in order. Nothing. Bottom 4, and now here's Jeff McNeil.
The second baseman.
The wind of the pitch. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, these Mets, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time. And that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
Base knock right field. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here's Juan Soto. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. just misses the mark outside the zone.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind him. This
one swung on and hit well, way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. The pitch. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Jake Berger up now for the Mets. Grounded out his first time. Now a fly ball to right center. Yastrzemski gets under it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Mets strand one, and we're still knotted at 0. New inning getting started, and digging in for San Francisco, Michael Conforto. That one pulled foul.
Well, these Giants just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
That's off the mark. Going to count 1 and 2.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Missed with a changeup, and it's 2 and 2. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it's gone. Home run.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Sable stands in now. Looks at that one inside.
Well, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
And a foul ball. Fights that one away. Still 1 and 2. And a pitch. Fouls it off. Still 1 and 2. 1 run across to the frame so far. And we're in the top of the 5th. Got it. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Marco Luciano, the next Giant to hit.
The shortstop, Marco.
Wouldn't chase that time. Outside low. 2 and 0.
2-0.
1 out, base is empty, and a run in here in the 3rd and final game of the series.
No strike.
And there's ball 4.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Estrada in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. And another ball. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Lindor on to first. And Estrada is out. Now it's Matt Chapman. Got a good eye there. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
You know, Boo, you always say how important it is to have a good feel for the game. I say after the game, you step into the box, I'll throw some fastballs at you.
No, actually, I think we're good, Chris. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third. So 2 down. Now it's the right fielder, Jorge Soler. Fastball for a strike.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against it.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The 2-1 is high.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Taylor brings it in, and that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Ray back to work. Fought off foul.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
The 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Nimmo at the plate for the 2nd time as he takes ball 1. Out towards right center field. He's got it. And that quickly 2 away.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language, and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync. And the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular season.
Fouled off left side. The Mets down by a pair. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Well, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Two down, nobody on. And that is that. Nothing doing for the Mets. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And the batter now, Lamont Wade Jr. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Tyler McGill. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. That's hard hit on the line. Nimmo makes the grab, 1 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Swung on, belted. That one carrying. And it's gone. A gigantic blast. It's 3-0. That one just sounded different.
Man, might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
Conforto in the box again. Takes a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Well, that was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball and then late has a really good bite, so tough to lay off of because you've made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball, and then you swing and you miss. You go back to the dugout shaking your head.
Luciano at the plate now. That's ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike. This to third. Berger fires across the diamond. 3rd out. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Back here at Citi Field, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Francisco Alvarez. Ground ball left side, and he picks it up and he'll put it in his pocket. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Yastrzemski puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down. So now here's the Mets DH, Starling Marte. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Marte retired. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
The Mets trailing by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Popped up. Estrada settles under this one. And that is that. Back here in Queens, top of inning number 7. Now it's the second baseman, Thairo Estrada. That one at 95, missed up top. 1-0.
Nope.
And that's a little high.
2 balls, no strikes.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Nimmo has it sized up. And out number 1 on the grab.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And a foul ball. And another ball. Right through there for a strike. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Man, there was no deviating from the fastball right there. He just kept coming after him with it. Here it is. Hit it if you can. And he just couldn't find a way to put it in play.
And that one is lifted in the air. Soto gets under it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Bottom of the 7th, and now the right fielder, Juan Soto. That one almost got him.
Hitting is all about anticipation, and right now this lineup is struggling with it. Their swings are mistimed, and it's produced a few ugly cuts here and there.
Luciano gathers and throws to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. And next for the Mets, Pete Alonso. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man aboard now with 1 away. So digging in, Jake Berger. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. Check swing, but he went too far. Strike 1.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Here comes a pitch. Got him swinging. Had him out front for strike 3. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. That clips the corner. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Camilo Doval up and throwing. Rogers also throwing. And that one almost got him.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
In the air, center field. Under it. Makes the catch, inning over. Ready to begin the 8th at the plate. Jorge Soler. And first offering is fouled off.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Righty delivers. And down on strikes he goes. And 1 out now. Here's Lamont Wade Jr. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Nimmo calls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now back.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering is in for a strike.
Throwing the ball well, and they need this scoreless inning in relief right there. Been doing a good job keeping them in striking distance.
That pitch just misses the inside corner. Now 2-2. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And it's a 3-up, 3-down. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Leading off, Brandon Nimmo. Ray back to work. And he hits a ground ball right side. The throw to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. And now the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. Lifted in the air down the left side. And that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. Not in time. It's a double.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that. Looper, flare, duck snort, lawn dart, etc. But whatever you want to call it, it's a knock. And those are the ones that will make you smile as a hitter just about every time.
Makes the grab for the second out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Hit hard. That gets through. Around third. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in. And now just a 2-run deficit.
What an aggressive secondary lead. That ball was smoked to left. To be able to score from second. Not only great speed, but great instinct as well.
High fly ball out to center field. Yastrzemski pulls that one down. That is the end. And they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. And we're back. Here's the left fielder, Michael Conforto. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Andres Munoz.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
Pitch is in there, and it's 0-1. That one missing inside.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Right-handed reliever. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, he showed a lot of conviction with the fastball there, not just because of the velocity, but also the ability to command it on the inside part of the plate. The last thing you want to do with 2 strikes is just get too far in there and it gets away and it hits the batter. So when I see a 2-strike fastball bunch up a guy like that, it tells me there's a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Swing and a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. I could watch base hits like that one all day long.
Oh, that got him.
No, that adds another runner, and now they've got one in scoring position. Looks like things are getting a little wobbly out there on the mound.
Chapman in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Gets the call, and the count even 1-1. On the ground to short. Toss to Alonso, and the inning is over. 2 left on. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Camilo Doval.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Smoked on the ground to second. Slings to first. They get the out on Soto. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And there's the strike, Doval. An all-star a season ago. He features a slider, a cutter, and he works in a sinker. One down, base is empty. And that's outside.
2 strikes.
And here it comes. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. So it's their last chance in this one. Jake Berger up now for the Mets. And the slider just misses. At the belt and fires. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind.
Got him. And that wraps it up for this afternoon. And your final 3-1 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Our final line score.
All right, ready to get underway. Mookie Betts will get us started. The wide to kick the pitch. Foul tip straight back, and that squared him up in the mask. That didn't feel good. And there's a foul ball. 0-2 now. Gets a piece and stays alive. Got him. And now one away.
Man, there was no deviating from the fastball right there. He just kept coming after him with it. Here it is. Hit it if you can. And he just couldn't find a way to put it in play.
Berger should have this one. Calls it in, 2 away. Freddie Freeman up to the dish.
Batting third.
Castillo, 31 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Very high with that one. Ball 1. And there's a ball. 2 out, space is empty. And another ball. That's a laser base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Everything came together for him. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
2 outs. Wouldn't chase that time.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2.
2 strikes.
And they'll do it again. Freeman leads off first with 2 down to the inning. In the air out towards right center. Taylor snags it on the run. Back here at Citi Field. And towing the slab, Bobby Miller.
Well, he's been giving up a lot of hard contact this season. I mean, coming in, guys are hitting comfortably in the high 200s. So many times there's some bad luck, but then also there's just a little miss here or a little miss there that changes the outcome of the at-bat. We'll see if he can be consistent and make a jump.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Back. Gone. And this place is rocking. His 17th of the year. It's 1-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident.
Fouled off. He was late. Bounced up the middle. Donovan. Tosses to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Juan Soto now. Chris, he leads the way with the best batting average on the team.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Strike two.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Pete Alonso. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Not even close there. Now 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in a 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
And the righty deals. And another ball. Two down, nobody on. Struck him out looking. A controversial called strike 3 to end the inning. The Mets do pick up a run on the... Back here in Queens, second inning set to go. And here is Will Smith. Castillo back to work. That's in there. It's 0-1. Foul ball there. The wind of the pitch. That one a little bit high. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count. That ball's foul.
The wind of the pitch. Out there to center. Taylor has this one sized up. Hauls it in for the out. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. Man at second with 1 away. Jose Ramos steps to the plate for the Dodgers. The Mets leading by a run here in game 1 of this 3-game set.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Slap the other way, foul. The pitch. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. Miguel Rojas at the plate. And fouled off.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
That's outside. And now it's even 1-1. Carl Dixon working the plate in this one.
You know, we often hear and talk about umpires being a pitcher's umpire, but Boo Dixon maybe a little bit more hitter-friendly than most.
And a swing and a miss. 2 gone now.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. With all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on.
2 on, 2 outs. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Backs and misses. It's a strikeout.
Sometimes he wears the emotion.
We head to the bottom of the second, and stepping in for New York, Edouard Julien. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Rojas drifts towards it, makes the catch for the out.
Going to have a little more discipline in future at-bats. That pitch looked good, but you can't hit it. It was just too high in the zone. You usually see a swing and miss or weak contact in the infield.
Brandon Nimmo, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. Foul ball.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Next pitch way upstairs.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
One down, base is empty. Battling here as he fouls it away. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Right-hander kicks, deals. Pumping serious gas at 102 on that one. And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Two outs. Fastball almost got him there.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he's. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Mookie now. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
Well, you always have to be careful in these spots because Mookie is lethal in the leadoff spot. He has the most multi-home run games out of the leadoff spot in baseball history.
Here's the 0-2. Got him looking. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. Now the number 2 hitter, Brendan Donovan. That one inside, and that's ball one. One out, base is empty. Wouldn't chase that time.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
And he grounds one to the right side. Julian fires over to first. First two batters retired here in the top of the third. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. That misses the zone. Ball one. The Dodgers trailing by a run. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a miss. Strike one. That one not close. The count now 2-2. And another ball. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the Dodgers are set down. Set for the bottom of the third. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Jake Berger. Swinging a foul straight back. And he deals. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And a pitch. Got him swinging.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Tyrone Taylor, the next to hit, takes outside. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. One down, base is empty. swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Lindor at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Swing and a pop-up. That settles underneath it. Drops into the glove, and that ends the inning. Start of the 4th, and now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
Toss to Alonso, and they get Ohtani for the out. The batter now will be Will Smith. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Smith measures 5 feet 10 inches, 195 pounds, and he was selected for the All-Star game last year. Bases empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Fights it off. He'll see another. Righty to the plate. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Well, he hadn't seen that changeup the entire at bat until that put-away pitch, and it's pretty tough to deal with as a hitter. You're up there battling, trying to read and react with 2 strikes, and then all of a sudden a pitch comes out of nowhere, and it's a good changeup. It's just almost impossible to hit it when you haven't seen it.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Sizes this one up. Brings it in for the 3rd out. And we're back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Jeff McNeil. There's a swing and a miss.
Over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
And the 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Lifted in the air, out to left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. And now it's Juan Soto. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a 2-bagger.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Swings through that one, out in front that time.
0-1's the count.
And a foul ball. The pitch. And misses inside. 1 out and a runner at second. Way outside, straight to the backstop. Not in time. He's safe. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. The 2-2 now. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. Here's the second baseman, Edouard Julien. He's 0 for 1. And that one fouled off. Left-hand batter waits. Swing and a miss. That one at 1-0-1.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike. Ready now for the 5th inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Jose Ramos. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing according to Eric Summerskill. Wait on that fastball. Next pitch is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Next offered in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Good job to fight that one off. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Now here's Chris Owens. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Got him looking. And it's a 1-2-3 inning.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Miller back to work. Towards first, and that squirts through. So a man on base to start the inning. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Struck out swinging his first time. Just missed.
Ball 1, no strike.
Out front and foul to the left side. Nimmo gets his lead at first with nobody out. Gets him to chase after that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. So up next for New York, Jake Berger. Went down on strikes his first time through. And there's a foul ball. The pitch. Now fly ball to right center. On his way over. He's got it. And there are 2 outs. Tyrone Taylor getting ready to hit. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. And the right-hander deals. That one's upstairs, ball 1. And 1-1. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Two outs. Now one miss.
2-2 to count.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Nimmo around second, headed for third. Coming home. Relay throw home. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Always exciting to see a play at the plate. Trying to score with 2 outs, but the tag just gets him in time. And they cut down the run to end the inning.
And a pitch. That's outside, and that's ball 1. This one pulled down the line. It's hammered. This one hooking. It's got a chance. The shortstop takes the ball. And a swing and a miss.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider. but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Out towards right center field. Hauls it in, one away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Right through there for a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Base is empty, one away, and we're the top half of the sixth. Tried to hold up on the 0-2. Now a look down to third. Did not go. Way upstairs. It's 2-2. One down, base is empty. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Just missed.
These first two hitters really making it work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul. Left-hand hitter waits. Takes that one away, and we'll do it again. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Freeman lays off down low as he digs in for the third time. The Mets up by a run here in game one of this three-game set. Pitch misses there. 3-0. Shohei Ohtani waiting on deck if they extend the inning.
Plenty of pop in his bat, so he could give them the lead with one swing if he gets the chance.
And that gets down for a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Just missed.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving. A walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
2 outs. This one pops straight up near the plate. Alvarez right there to make the grab. And that'll... Back here at Citi Field, bottom of the 6th. And now it's Frankie Lindor. Ripped to short. Throw on to Freeman. Lindor retired. Jeff McNeil stands in. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. In the air, out towards left center. Hernandez makes the grab on the run. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Juan Soto. This one popped up. Betts settles underneath it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that's the 3rd out. And the Mets. Back here in Queens, we go to the top of the 7th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one. Well, he's back out there to begin the 7th. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a little rough 6th inning there, but his skipper's got a lot of confidence in him. But trust me, they will keep it.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Fouled off. He was late. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. and there's 2 down.
Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board.
Ramos in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Looking to get the tying run on base. And a swing and a miss. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. Bottom of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Pete Alonso. And a pitch. Upstairs.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Here comes a pitch. And it's fouled away. Kicks and fires. And another ball.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Came out. Slider got him for strike 3. Edouard Julien up now for the Mets. That one in triple digits. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Ryan Brazier preparing to come on if needed. Garcia getting loose as well. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. And that's a double.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Nimmo up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside ball 1. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
There's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Out towards left center. On the move to the gap. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Now at the plate, Francisco Alvarez, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That's inside. Julien at second with 2 down. And another ball.
1 strike.
Man on second, 2 down. That's to third. Rojas with the throw to first. That ends the inning. Mets lead. We go to the 8th. Here's the third baseman, Miguel Rojas. Fastball for a strike. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats.
Goes to second, safe there. And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly. So the lineup flips over. And now the shortstop, Mookie Betts. Strike 1.
0-1.
Good eye right there.
Lay off that pitch down.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. That's towards center. Taylor sizing this one up. 1 away. Brendan Donovan steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Count
That one almost
1-0.
got him.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
That's Bolton.
That's a little bit low.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And another ball.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Toss to Alonso. Awesome play there. And now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Hit in the air, left field. Nimmo has it sized up. He's got it. And that is out number 3.
A lot of adrenaline we can see.
Now into the game, Matt McClain. He's the new third baseman. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Ryan Brazier.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And that's just foul. Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 2. That one hit to right, coming on. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. One down. Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. 1 for 2. A little out front there as he swings through it. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Joe Kelly looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Line drive to short and caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
This one popped up right side. Freeman settles underneath it. And that is the third out of the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the DH, Shohei Ohtani. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Ball one there.
He's been so sharp today. Even over 100 pitches thrown, his skipper is leaving him in there to finish the job.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. And that's too high.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. The wind of the pitch. Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup.
Well, he throws him with the changeup right there, and I think he was so geared up for fastball. Once he recognized that it was off speed, he just wasn't able to make an adjustment. So a really good strikeout, and pitcher just won the battle.
Manager out of the dugout now. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Just missed. And another ball. A 1-run lead here at the top of the ninth. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. One down, base is empty. And there's a ball.
That's a really good take.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Got him looking. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez trying to close out a 1-run lead here in game 1 of this 3-game set. They're down to their final strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just don't absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Diaz is just 1 strike away. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And another ball.
2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And that is the ball game.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down, and trusting the players standing behind him to make the plays defensively. Sometimes you want to see a high-scoring game, but sometimes you can appreciate the artistic beauty of what these pitchers did on the mound today.
1-0 the final. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious New York Mets, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. They left 3 runners on base. For the Dodgers, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 6 runners on base. Time of the ball game, a swift 2 hours and 19 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Madre mía. Madre mía.
All right, ready to go here. Here's Mookie Betts. And he deals. Outside. And that's how this game gets started. And a 1-1.
2-1.
And it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Betts gets his lead at first, nobody out. Got it by him for the K.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Freddie Freeman at the plate and takes high there. Fought off foul.
Freddie Freeman delivered a masterclass in 2023. Freeman and Betts fed off of each other's success, and it helped Freeman produce a .977 OPS, 29 home runs, and more than 100 RBIs. That's a great season.
Gets a piece and stays alive. The 2-2 on the way. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Berger makes the grab. 2 down. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Matt McClain.
Well, the story is, of course, his hitting streak. I mean, it's been so much fun to follow. Now up into the 20s, and I'm just impressed with the consistency and even the outside pressure, because everyone knows you have this streak going. Anytime you can go 3+ weeks without an over, you're doing something pretty special.
Lindor makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. So back here with my pal Singy, and on the hill for the Dodgers, Walker Buehler. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout. Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Here's Juan Soto. Man at first, one away. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
I'll tell you what, he's embarrassed right now. Never swings at that kind of pitch, especially that early in the count.
The punch out there, 2 out.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through in the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
2 outs. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
You got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
And 1-2. Got him swinging. All set for the start of the inning. Here's some real power at the plate. Max Muncy. Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Waste no time there. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Teoscar Hernandez stands in now and watches strike 1.
Well, here's a guy at the plate I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
On the ground, right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Out. Now he gets it to the pitcher covering the bag, and they get it out of the play.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. It feels like he kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
Full count.
And another ball. Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't think he's ever way off with his balls and strikes, but yeah, I don't think it's easy to define what his zone is, like you said. Second inning here, no score. In the air, left field. Nimmo makes the grab, and there's 2 down. Here comes Chris Taylor. Outside low, and that is ball 1.
Well, the offense really struggled last night. I mean, it was awful. So I think picking up a run right here, that's going to get him going a little bit.
Out to short. It's in and out of his glove. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard. First and third, 2 away. Dalton Rushing will hit next. That one down the line. It's through for a hit. Scrambles back to second safely. A run comes in on the play.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
The 1-1. Bounce to the left side. Slings it across, and Betts is set down. They limit the damage here. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. Back here at Citi Field, bottom half of inning number 2, and stepping in for New York, Edouard Julien.
Okay.
0-1 now. Next offering is outside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Center field. Taylor in position. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 away.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language, and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync. And the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular season.
Madre mía, mi puta vida.
Muncy sends it to first. Play made. That ends the... On to the 3rd inning. Now here is Brendan Donovan.
Yep.
That clips the inside corner for a
No
strike.
ball, 1 strike.
There's the strike up high, and it's 0-2.
0-2.
And ball 1. Swing and a ball popped up. Lindor under it. And there's 1 down. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. 1 out, bases empty. That one pushed foul. This one in the air, center field. 2 down. Ohtani at the dish now. Shohei actually hit a few home runs against Los Angeles before signing with the Dodgers as a free agent.
Yeah, that's right. And in fact, Ohtani's first home run against the National League team happened when he was playing against the Dodgers.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that's in there at the knees. Fights it off. He'll see another. 2 outs, base is empty. Just misses. Counts full, 3-2. And they'll do it again. Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. And that will end the inning. Dodgers go down quietly as we go to the last of the 3rd. And the batter now, Jake Burger. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A massive home run. His 11th of the year, and we're level. It's 1-1. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Bien, Burger, bien.
Pitchers are taught to keep the ball down so that you don't get hurt. But unfortunately on that one, he made a pretty good pitch in terms of location, but it was just a better swing.
Starling Marte up to hit. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. In the air out towards right center. And there's 1 down. So the batting order turns over. Here's Francisco Lindor. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. The shortstop takes the ball. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Taylor settles under it. And there's 2 down. And now here's Jeff McNeil. And he's already singled in this game. Up the middle. Now a jump throw. It's there, and that's a great play. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. All even now at 1-1. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Max Muncy.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
At the belt and fires. That missed by a lot. 3-1.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
And 1 gone.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a cold ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And now it's even up.
1-1.
Fastball for a strike. Through that one, it's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
McLean swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the 2nd time today. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. All tied up here in the 2nd game of the series. Next offering upstairs. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Alonso makes the play, and that is that. Back here in Queens, ready to go, bottom 4. And now the right fielder, Juan Soto. And that one hammered. That's back. And it's gone. His 21st of the year. It's 2-1. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact.
Vamos.
High fastballs, especially with good velocity, can be really hard to catch up to. But he stays tall, his top hand works extremely well, and he absolutely clobbered it.
Alonso stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
And a foul ball. Bounced out to short. Betts fires to first on the run, and they got him.
The batter.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. McLean makes a nice grab and a full sprint. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. Back here at Citi Field, here's the center fielder, Chris Taylor. The pitch. And that's outside. And it's 1-0.
You know, these Dodgers need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Out to short. Lindor on to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Next up, the Dodgers catcher, Dalton Rushing. And he pumps it a strike.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
And the righty deals. And down on strikes he goes, and there's 2 away.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Betts in the box again, takes a strike. Two down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Up the middle, Julian throws the first in time, and the Dodgers are set down. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They're down 2-1. Buehler back to work. Alvarez, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
That misses the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. That one 95 to finish him off. So up next for New York, Jake Burger. He's already homered here in this one. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Swing on a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. He's got it. 2 away now. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Starling Marte. Flied to right his first time. Swings through that one.
No ball. 1 strike.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Hernandez makes the grab, and that'll do it. Top of the 6th inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Brendan Donovan. Inside corner for a strike. 0-1. Now a screamer into the outfield. And there's 1 away. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. That one fouled off. Next offering is in for a strike. There's a swing and a drive. And in one hops the wall. Throws to second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
He was all over that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Oh, this ball's down, and that could bring in a run. Into third now, so runners at the corners and 1 out. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy, and fouled off.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, 1 out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. And that helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout. This isn't a pitcher that softens up when he starts to show signs of fatigue. I mean, his stuff stays sharp. Makes these at-bats more difficult than they normally would be against other pitchers at this stage of the game.
Tying run and scoring position, and we're in the top half of the 6th. A little bit high. The count's full.
I'm not sure how he took that right there. I mean, that was an incredible 2-strike pitch.
On the ground to the left. Rolls across the diamond, and Hernandez is out. And that is... And welcome back to the ballpark. Digging in, Francisco Lindor. Foul ball. Kawhi to kick the pitch. Lindor swings through that one.
Really just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Kicks and deals. That one ripped right center field, and no one can get there. Now he'll turn for second, and he's there with a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap, and when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Swings and sends a rocket to right, and makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with one away.
Now batting,
Juan Soto up now for the Mets. He's already homered in this game. And that catches the low inside corner. Good fastball.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
That smashed through center.
Vamos, carrera.
He makes the grab. Runner tags from third. He's in on the sacrifice fly, and they lead by 2.
That wasn't your standard sac fly. He barreled that baseball, just couldn't get it to drop in.
Bounce to third. Jumps, throws. An acrobatic play to end the inning. And we're back. Now it's the right fielder, Matt McClain. And that one is lifted in the air. Soto really on his horse for it. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one down. Here comes Chris Taylor.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And a good eye there. Swing and a miss. And they count 1 and 2.
1 ball.
Bases empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And another ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
To third, Berger. Whips it across. Taylor is out. Here's the catcher, Dalton Rushing. 1 for 2. And that one is in for a strike.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
0-2 now as he swings through it. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Soto makes the grab, and that is that. Pitching change here, Alex Vesia. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Now it's the second baseman, Edouard Julien. As the lefty gets to work, Vesia, in his 4th year, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. And now the lefty, he swings and fouls one off. The pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1 and 2. Left-hand batter waits. Chases in the dirt. Slider there. Throw to first, but no chance to recover. He'll reach after the strikeout.
The left fielder, number 9.
And at first, now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Check swing, went around, and that is strike 1.
1 strike.
Base hit center field. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Squirts away a little bit, but no advance from the runners. 0-2 now. Crush.
Vamos!
Center field. This one's
Vamos!
deep.
Vamos! ¡Vamos!
That was blasted to the moon. His 11th of the year. It's 6-1. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Épico. Épico.
New pitcher on now, JP Fireisen.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And here is Jake Berger. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Nobody out with 3 runs in already this frame. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And that one almost hit him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
One now. Hard ground ball, face down. And stepping in for New York, Starling Marte. His righty-lefty splits there.
Starling Marte.
This one in the air right field. Moving under this one.
Yeah.
And he makes the catch. And there's one down. Back to the top of the lineup. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 1 for 3. To the right side. Boots it.
Vamos.
Berger. Ground second on his way to third.
Vaya error tú.
Runner holds at third. So 2 runners had scored.
Vaya error tú que ha
And
tenido.
just 1 out.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch.
Yo he visto en mi vida eso.
He got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Jeff McNeil stands in. Ripped on the ground to second. There for the out. Runner scores from third. And now the right fielder, Juan Soto.
We just might be talking about this at bat in our post-game wrap. He's proven he can drive in runs in these spots.
Swinging a foul straight back. Here's your 1. And a foul ball. Two outs. That one just misses.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Popped in the air, left field. Hernandez hauls it in the inning. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Andres Munoz.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Betts leading things off and takes a strike. On the ground to third. Oh, and it hits the base. Into the outfield, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. And up next for Los Angeles, Brendan Donovan. That's down and in.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound.
Lindor touches the bag for 1, and that's 2.
Vamos.
Very composed play from the shortstop position right there. I mean, that was a perfect decision. Go ahead, take it yourself, get to second, and then fire to first. Make sure you get those 2 outs.
Misses inside. And now it's even 1-1. Line drive. That's a base hit out into left center field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Breaking ball inside. And that's ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1-1.
Fly ball pretty well struck right field. Soto moving back for it. And forget it.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Muncy in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. That one way inside. The Mets leading by 4, and we're in the top of the 8th. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Sets him down on strikes. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3. Dodgers claw back a bit with this homer. Back here in Queens, here's Pete Alonso.
The first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Fireizing, back to work. On the ground, right side, and foul ball.
Well, these Mets, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
One down, base is empty. Popped up left side. And that'll fall for a base hit. Now, Brandon Nimmo. They say you win.
No ball. 1 strike.
And the next pitch is way outside. Julien stands at first with 1 out. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Settles underneath it. 2 down. And now the catcher comes up to him. Francisco Alvarez. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Runner on the go. Two outs. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. So 1 hit. Back here at Citi Field. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the left fielder, Teoscar. And a pitch. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1. Diaz, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a 2-seamer. Right side, hard hit. And they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
McClain, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Hard hit, right side. Toss to Alonso. Just one out remaining for the Dodgers. Taylor stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Liner, base hit. Fakes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his backpack to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
And it's second. Check swing, but he went too far. 1-2. Diaz is just 1 strike away. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Vamos,
Season ticket holder, you just come to a couple of games a year. To see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
7-3 is how this one.
La serie más épica,
Chris
chaval.
Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shelby saying so long.
The final line score for our ball game.
Vaya serie más épica, chaval. Último partido. Uf, qué épico. Bueno, venga, 2 victorias. Le sacamos a los Pirates y a los Cardinals. Uf. Esto ya me da igual perderlo, la verdad.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Baseball comes your way on a Wednesday afternoon. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the New York Mets. John. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Matt McClain. And here it comes. Fastball in for a strike. And we're underway here this afternoon. Fastball for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
And now 1-2. And another ball. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
2 outs, base is empty. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Well, you know, with 2 out and nobody on, it's going to take something special to get a run across, so why not? If you got some pop, swing for the fences.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And it's gone.
Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like he was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Hauls it in on the warning track. So the Dodgers strike first on the solo jack. And the home team down a run. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And we're back. And on the mound today, Shohei Ohtani. What do we have on him?
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
The pitch. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One down. And now here's Jeff McNeil. McNeil checks his swing. Appeal down to third. Yes, he did. That's a swing according to Eric Summerskill. And that's outside. And the count is 1-1.
1-1.
This one smoked out to left. Owens makes the grab, and there's two gone.
It was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Juan Soto now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. That one missed. Here's a 1-1. Way out front for strike two.
1 and 2's the count.
Swings and misses. And good work there as he gets a new inning getting started. And now Will Smith. Fastball for a strike.
No balls. 1 strike.
Strike two.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Our umpire for this one, Freddie Ferguson. A consistent umpire by all accounts.
Yeah, I think the book on him is that he's not necessarily by the book with his strike zone. But once you figure out where he's calling strikes, you pretty much count on him to stay with that throughout the game.
That one ripped left field. Marte going back on this one. Pulls it in on the warning track. What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
He takes it himself to the bag. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second, and now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Ohtani back to work. Pounding ball here, rolls foul. All right, Singer, you know I'm a dork. Shohei Ohtani, go back to May 5th, 2022 at Fenway Park. He tossed a complete game through 99 pitches. Get this, 81 strikes. It was the most strikes thrown with less than 100 pitches in a game since they started tracking pitch counts.
That's just unreal. Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Edouard Julien up now for the Mets.
He's been on fire at the dish lately, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
First pitch misses. Ohtani, a former rookie of the year, he throws a slurve, a four-seamer, a cutter, a splitter, and he works in a sinker.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
There's a 1-1. And there's a ball. Home team down a run. Bottom half of inning number 2. Bounce to the right side. Tosses to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
No left fielder.
Starling Marte up to him.
Marte.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Popped up on the run towards the line. Tracks it down for the out. And that's the... Back here in Queens, here's the shortstop at the plate. Miguel Rojas calls it in, and there's one away. Now here's Chris Owens.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And that one is lifted in the air. Soto going after it. He's got it, and there's two away. So the lineup flips over. Now it's the right fielder, Matt McLean, in for a strike, and it's 0-1. 2 outs, base is empty. And that's down and away.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
In the air, right field, and it falls. And that extends the inning.
Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
That one drilled left field. This one's got a chance. And it's caught just in front of the wall. For L.A., they lead it 1-0. Back here at Citi Field, Tomas Nido at the plate. The right-hander back to work. This to third. Muncy sends it to first. 1 up, 1 down. So up next, Jake Berger. Homered last night, added another hit as well. Swinging a foul straight back. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Big swing and a miss.
No, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Had him way out front of the slurve. And next for the Mets, Tyrone Taylor. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. There's that one curling down the line and foul. 2 outs. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down, inning. And we're back onto the 4th. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that one just missed off the outside edge. That misses the zone. 3 balls, no strikes.
3-0.
Fastball for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
You got a full count.
And the right-hander deals. Stays alive. Righty to the plate. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. And now it's Max Muncy. Just off the inside edge. Muncy, a former All-Star, 33 years old, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games. Berger drifts towards it, nabs it, 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. The batter now will be Will Smith. Just missed. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. That one clips the outside corner, and it's 1-1. Outside. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. 2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Right side. Julian sends it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom 4. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Francisco Lindor. The pitch. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there in the mound.
The 0-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year. Jeff McNeil stands in. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
The Mets still looking for their first hit in this one. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Quick 3-pitch strikeout, and you look at the sequence. The plan was clearly to work him inside. Didn't want to let him get his arms extended, make him a little bit uncomfortable in there, and he ended up overmatching him in the process. That's one you have to take note of as a hitter for next time you come to the plate.
2 outs. And it finds its way through for a hit.
Everything came together for him. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Alonso batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Outside low. Down 1-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. The hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
And that one gets past the catcher. And now a man into scoring position.
Going to have to buckle down and make a pitch or two to get out of this little jam he's worked himself into after the 2-out hit, then that wild pitch. Good time.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. Up with it, fires to first. In time. So the drop. And welcome back to the ballpark. Chris Taylor now hit weakly on the ground. Lindor on the first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth. Dalton rushing steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Grounded out his first time. Inside, just missed.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
1 out, base is empty. And another ball. And that one popped to short under it. Squeezes it. And there's 2 away.
Oh, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Toss to Alonso, and the Dodgers are set down in. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's the second baseman, Edouard Julien. Ohtani back to work. Ground ball right side down the line, and it's foul.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
And that one fouled off. The pitch. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Está imposible, macho.
Left-hand hitter waits. In the air out to center. Taylor
Imposible,
under it. And there's one away. Here's Starling Marte. He's 0 for 1.
The left fielder, Starling Marte.
On the ground. And it goes just foul. Righty delivers. That's to third, Muncy. To first, Marte retired. So up next for New York, Tomas Nido. Grounded out his first time up. And strike one to the catcher.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient, take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 5. Got him swinging. Down in order, go back. And a pitch. Ball one there.
Ball one de
Really
que
close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
And now 2-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
So digging in, Matt McClain. His righty-lefty splits there. Gets it to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. That one lifted to left. Marte going after it. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down. Here's a big power threat. Jake Berger. This splits between April and May there. The pitch. And that one fouled off.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
And that misses off the outside edge.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Rojas with the throw to first. 1 away, bottom of the 6th. Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Pulls that one foul. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Rushing makes the catch. Out number 2. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Check swing. He went too far and it's a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Two down, nobody on. High fly ball down the left field line. Owens brings it in. And the inning back here at Citi Field. We go to the top of the 7th. And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. Fought off foul. Ball to strike. Ground ball left side. And it stays fair. Around first and hustling for second. Around second now as they still don't have it. The throw to third, and he's got a leadoff triple.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Punched that ball down the opposite field line. Just barely able to keep it fair, but once it dropped in, he was off.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. It's gone over the left field wall. His 13th home run of the season. It's 3-0. And up to the plate is Will Smith. And here comes the Mets. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Phil Bickford.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And first offering is fouled off. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning. They're the top half of inning number 7. Here's a high chopper. Toss to Alonso, and they get the out on Smith. Here comes Chris Taylor. And a foul ball. Bickford, a 6'4" righty, 200 pounds. And they went out and made a trade for him last season. And it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And now Dalton rushing. Splits the plate. That's strike one. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one's back. Grabs it right up against the wall. Miguel Rojas at the plate. There's a strike. That pitch clips the outside corner. 0-2 now. And he deals. Foul ball still 0-2. Right-hander kicks, deals.
1-2.
That one in the dirt. And that's ball 2. Popped up on the left side of the infield. Nito has a beat on it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. That funky Muncy with the homer for L.A. And we're back. Now it's the DH, Jeff McNeil. The pitch. In the air, left side. Owings under it. Brings it in. One away. Juan Soto now 1 for 2. Swings through that one out in front that time.
He's got a rare skill set out there on the mound. Even when he's low on energy, his stuff still has bite to it. You just don't see it flatten it out just because he's tired. He's still delivering good action.
Action in the pen down there. Daniel Hudson, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Trying it. The hard-throwing right-hander up as well. One down, base is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
That one ripped. Dives for it. Got it. Makes the play. Here's Pete Alonso. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Popped up. Coming on. Got it. Nice grab. And that ends. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to begin the 8th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Chris Owings. Late on that fastball.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Nito hauls it in, and there's one away. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. And now the right fielder, Matt McClain.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Whips it to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the
Hace daño Tani solo, tío. Qué pena.
Tapped softly on the ground. Lindor. Over to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here in Queens. On to the bottom of the 8th. And stepping in for Edouard Julien. And the pitch. Wouldn't chase that time. So he's back out to begin the 8th. Been a really nice outing for him so far, Singy.
He's thrown the ball really well. Kept hitters off balance, and he's been very efficient with that pitch count. But at this point, even though it's been relatively low, you start keeping an eye on it to make sure that he doesn't have any fatigue and injuring himself.
Here's the left fielder, Starling Marte. Foul ball there. Here comes a pitch. To the right side.
Posible,
Steps on first for the out.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
And here's the catcher, Tomas Nido.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And the first offering is not close. There's a swing and a miss.
1-1.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory.
Es imposible.
Leaps at the wall, and he's got it.
Imposible.
We go to the ninth, and now the DH, Shohei Ohtani. Adam Ottavino getting the call to the mound. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. And that one fouled off. The 0-1. Base hit. Max Muncy at the dish. That's in for a strike. Just missed.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And a ball evens the count. Nobody out. Runner at first. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Smith in the box now. No balls and a strike.
1-1.
In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. And the righty deals. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Ohtani.
Por un golpe de Ohtani se nos va a ir el partido, tío. Bueno, por su picheo también, claro.
Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Ojo.
Kicks and deals. And now the count is even.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Just misses with that one. Kicks and fires. And he walked him. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long
Has conseguido al final.
So first and second with one gone. Chris Taylor now at the plate. Hit in the air, center field. Taylor makes the play. So first and second with 2 outs. Dalton Rushing steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Just missed.
1-0.
The Dodgers trying to break this one open here at the top of the ninth.
2 balls, no strikes.
Next offering in there for a strike. It's 2-2.
Si Mookie Betts y Jim Freeman nos van a ganar.
And another ball. That's out to center field. That's a base hit. The throw into second.
Well done, drives in the run. Just a very nice
Nos van a ganar.
swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing.
A flip to the pitcher covering. And that's
Bueno, no voy a hacer 4 entradas. O sea, no le he hecho ni un hit como para hacerle 4 entradas.
Back here at Citi Field. So bottom of the ninth. Down the third baseman, Jake Berger.
Pero bueno, ha sido una serie increíble.
0-1.
As he was out front that time. Strike 2.
And he is just
Se ha mamado todo el partido y no.
Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Tosses to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. He's 2 outs away. And now the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
Fastball for a strike. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swings over the splitter for strike 3.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
2 outs. And it's fouled away. The Mets down to their final strike.
Ah,
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And
bueno, pues
that'll
nada.
do it. A 4-0 shutout in this one.
Bueno,
Dave
pues
Robertson
mañana la serie
celebrated
contra
in the dugout.
Arizona.
For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding
Claro
crew
que
here
play
at
Otani,
MLB The
vamos.
Show, I'm John Shambi.
Ya ves que se play Otani, vamos. Pues nada, mañana la serie contra Arizona. Ah, son 4 partidos, vale. Pues nada, mañana. Gracias por estar ahí, nos vemos mañana. Chao, chao.